Welcome everyone from readingpioneers.com. My name is Andrew Goring, and today we're going to be focusing on how to write a speech.
Now before we do this, let's go over the ground rules.
The objective of this video is to go over the 3 parts of a speech and explain the importance of each part. Hopefully, by the end of the video, you'll have a better understanding on how to actually create a speech and use this speech in a future debate. Psst, do you want to know a secret? I believe a speech is very much like a hamburger. It is structured in a way that is appealing to the consumer, and it has a lot of delicious layers inside of it that will make you want to eat it up. What do I mean by this? Well, here, let's follow along and begin with the introduction of a speech. An introduction has 4 key parts to it. First is the attention getter. Next, introduce the topic. Third, a thesis statement. And finally, a preview of your arguments. The purpose of an attention getter is to grab the audience's attention at the beginning of your speech. You can do this in a number of ways. You can use a quotation from a famous person. You can provide statistics on the topic. Or you can provide a little short story to help get everyone interested in what you're about to talk about. The important thing with an attention getter is that you have to grab the attention of the audience. If you're not able to do this, it is very difficult for the judge, your opponents, or anyone else listening to pay attention to your speech. What's that? A bug can make the hamburger less appealing. The attention getter can have the same effect if done incorrectly. This is why having a strong attention getter is very important at the beginning of your speech. It lures the listeners into what you're saying, and it helps make your speech more understandable. After you do the attention getter, you actually have to introduce what the topic is of the debate, or your speech. For example, if our topic is schools should have uniforms in all grades, you would have to introduce that topic during your speech. To do this, it would be simple to just say, today, we're here to debate the topic, schools should have uniforms in all grades. See, isn't that easy? After you introduce the topic, you should say your thesis statement. A thesis statement explains which side of the resolution or topic you're on. That is, you are either on the pro team, you support the topic, schools should have uniforms in all grades, or you oppose the resolution, you believe that schools should not have uniforms in all grades. By having this thesis statement, you are able to tell the judge exactly what your stance is on this topic. The final step of the introduction is to preview your arguments, or what we call giving a roadmap. The roadmap is very important in a speech because it gives the other team, the judge, and the listeners a chance to hear what it is that you're going to say. In a speech, you're not able to reread information like a book, and you're not able to replay it like an audio file. So you have to give the other team and the judge enough time and opportunities to hear what it is you're going to say. The preview or roadmap is like the description of a hamburger. If you don't give a good detailed description, you're not going to have people continue to listen and be interested in what you're going to say. But what does a roadmap sound like? A roadmap can sound like this. I'm going to give 2 arguments in my speech. My first argument is that school uniforms help children focus better when in school. My second argument will be why school uniforms help protect children from bullies and other school intruders. See, wasn't that easy? If you have other ways on how to give a proper preview or roadmap, please comment below to this video, and let's see who has the best idea on providing the greatest roadmap. The next part of the speech is the body. The body paragraphs are very important because those include your arguments. The paragraphs or arguments can have many different ways of being explained. However, In this video, we're only going to talk about a very key and simple structure. First, you're going to want to provide a thesis statement. Similar to your thesis statement provided in the introduction, this body paragraph's thesis statement will focus specifically on the argument that you want to present. After that, you're going to give a reason why you believe this statement is true or important. Finally, you're going to give evidence to support your reasoning and explaining why your argument is important in this debate round. When you order a hamburger, you want your own toppings, whether it be cucumbers or pickles, lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, onions, garlic, salt, pepper, ketchup, or mustard. With all these options, you can make the best and most delicious hamburger. The same can be said with your arguments. When you make an argument, you want to make sure that it is the strongest argument that you have. It is easy to make arguments, but if you don't have the strongest ones and the best ones for your audience and your judge, then it doesn't matter how great you sound or how great your speech is. If the arguments do not relate to the judge or audience members, then your arguments are just not that good. Now remember, don't forget to transition. When you go from one argument to another, you want to make it clear that you're making the transition so then everyone listening can also stay on the same track. The conclusion is very important and sometimes forgotten, just like the bun of a hamburger. In the conclusion, you need to restate your main thesis statement. You need to explain why you're on that side of the topic. Then, you should summarize the speech, explain what you did, remind the judge and the audience the things that you accomplished in your speech. Finally, you need to provide a good closing statement, one that leaves a lasting impression to the judge and the audience members. The closing statement is very important. Just like the attention getter, if the end of your meal is not delicious, you can't remember that savory flavor of that last bite of your hamburger, then neither will the other people listening. A closing statement has much power to it as it leaves a lasting impression. For example,
I believe this country will reclaim its promise, and out of this long political darkness, a brighter day will come. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you.
Also remember to say thank you every now and then, especially at the end of your speech. A little thanks can go a long way.
With your powers combined.
Well, there you have it, folks. You have all the elements of a great speech. You now know about the three parts: the introduction, body, and conclusion. You're also told about what makes the introduction so meaningful with the attention getter, introducing the topic and previewing your arguments. The body paragraphs need to have important arguments that relate to the audience. And finally, the conclusion. Just like that mouth-watering and delicious hamburger that still lingers in your mouth, you want to make a lasting impression and a very strong closing statement to finish your speech. Thanks everyone for watching this video from Reading Pioneers. Please rate, comment, and subscribe below to keep up to date on all future and current debate videos. If you think you're ready for the next step, check out our link to the right on how to write a more advanced introduction. We call this the top of case. Well, there you have it, everyone. Thank you very much again for listening to this video from Reading Pioneers Debate. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and as always, have a wonderful day. Thank you.